starring Tiny Tesh.
Tiny
Again, I did not move that. That is unrelated. I have some serious, like, gnomes going on here.
The gremlins have returned.
I love this. This is great.
I'm glad someone is growing enjoyment out of this. My suffering.
That's just what D&D is. The DM suffers and we just laugh.
I mean, yeah, that's...
Okay. Hello. Now my internet's going to shit.
Oh, no.
Good. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Put this on Watch People Die Inside. My entire career for the last 2 years. Okay. Let's get
This
back.
like a really morbid quarantine joke, but I won't say anything.
Let's go back to where we were. You were with the delightful Cookie.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to channel such positivity right now. Because I'm a being of poor mouth.
Poor mouth.
Poor mouth. But
Mouth.
she said... My wife. She said she could help with getting the information. You asked, is it easy? She will answer, depends. And
You also looked at the goop.
yeah, she looked at the goop. That's irrelated. We already got that bit out of the way. Goop, sorted. Now we're on to filing. So I'm gonna need intelligence checks from you two.
You're hilarious.
Do it.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
good, real good. A 12 to a
Doubled
10.
mine.
Real good,
Hell yeah,
real
10.
good.
Double
Let's
digits.
cut to the others, shall we? Let's see what Amelia of Amelia's Detective Agency is doing.
Just remember that this character has an accent.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You should not get drunk the day before you have to play Theodore Argentis.
I think it's actually going to help me be more in character.
You know?
The preacher's on the source.
You have to be. How could you not be?
So after we get back to the tower, I'm going to open up our portable hole and start grabbing all the books out.
Mm-hmm.
And putting the monster goop in a pile.
Just a pile.
Just a pile for now.
A space over there. That's where the goop is.
This
The
turning
goop is
into a
not
real
settled.
Goop lab
I forgot that
situation.
there's more goop. You could have left the goop
There's
in
lots
the
of
bag. Oh no, this is an unrelated goop.
Yep.
So, pile of
Never
books. Now, because of the way these kind of portable holes work, there's no guarantee you actually took all of the books out, because you just kind of poured the bookshelves in. The less intimate understanding you have of an object, the more chance it just becomes lint at the bottom of this portable infinite space.
Interesting.
Yeah, because you need to think about it to pull it out. So, if you don't know much about it, it gets harder and harder to do so. You, of course, now brought out all the tomes that were of interest to you, and the broken one, which is probably the most important, and the journals that you took along the way. And that would leave you with a healthy pile of mostly elven literature. Not all of it, but, you know, the vast majority. And the 2 journals you picked up, and the 1 journal that Caden axed, and is unreadable.
I don't know if we want
An axe was inserted into the journal,
like that.
and Caden was the last person to hold the axe before it left his hand.
Correct. See,
Well.
but all you have is circumstantial evidence.
It went into
Where's
the
the
room.
body, Ollie? Where's the body?
It went into the room, and then the creature came out of the room. Maybe the creature axed the journal.
This is my point.
So what would you like to do with these things? And also there's a pile of goo.
Okay.
Which, like I said, is starting to become, like, warm ice cream consistency.
Theodore, would you prefer looking at the creatures or the books?
They are both so simply tantalizing.
I know, I can't decide myself.
I do have a few questions about these creatures, so why don't I take a look at the body here, and you can read a few of these books, and then maybe we can trade after a while.
Sounds good. See if
After
you
a
can identify
while.
if the bones are human or not.
Okay.
Because I would like to know if these were once people.
That is my suspicion. I sincerely hope it is not the case.
Please give me either an Arcana or a Medicine check. Actually, it can be either or Religion, I guess. Actually, for Theo. Yeah, this is Theo.
All of those are the same for me.
You're Aaron. Just so you know, this will depend on your book strategy. We'll come back to that in a moment.
I'm gonna obviously guidance myself as I do this. And I guess I have a choice. I'll do religion.
I have a heart attack every time my screen hitches, because that's what it did last time.
Oh, baby.
Hey, an 8.
Oh, baby, it's
Ooh, baby, I love. Okay, Amelia, what's your book strategy?
Alright, so I would like to see if the broken one is at all salvageable for me to start getting these pieces of it. Also, I kind of think I'm going to just take a dagger and remove the binding of the books and like hole punch them into a binder instead, because I have no regard for the sanctity of.
No, that is entirely fucking fair.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
just gonna start
no-
organizing it and kind of skimming through it a little bit.
Straight up, no check necessary. The broken journal can be repaired. It might be beyond your regular garden variety mender. Amelia, Bastilian has menders and cleaners on the street who know mending and predestination, and that's their job. You pay them a silver and they'll just do it. This might be slightly beyond that, but there are people who are better at it that you can pay a little bit of money to. Also, you're just wicked smart. You might be able to jigsaw puzzle the book back together.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for, and then I can fall back on paying somebody.
Yeah, I will let you do an intelligence check to try and galaxy brain this. Yeah.
He's wicked smart.
She's wicked smart. Okay, you do. You jigsaw puzzle the journal back together.
See, no need to throw blame like an errant axe.
Ha. Leaving you with a journal entry that you can read whenever you wish. It doesn't have to be right now. Theo, it's very hard for you to understand much about these creatures. Like we said last week, you know a lot about aberrations, but you specialize in aberrations from the void, and it is clear that this is a different, unrelated thing. You classified them as aberrations before, and they clearly magic against extraplanar creatures worked on them. But there's actually very little you can get from it, and what's very disconcerting is when you were killing them, there was definitely bone and more humanoid features and hair and claws and teeth and eyes, and now it's just all this same substance that is growing increasingly difficult to keep from leaking into the books. The substance is this. The weird thing about it is the colors kind of don't blur together. Anything like this, everything eventually becomes brown or gray. The colors are still very vibrant and very bombastic and kind of hard to look at still, but it is just this thick, watery goop now. There's no discernible bones. You piled out bones from the bag. Now there are no bones. No discernible features at all. It's hard to even tell that there were multiple creatures because you, I believe, took multiple of the little ones in this sample. And it's just all one toxic oil sludge, petrol leak on a rainy day kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd like to try to collect some of this substance. Pull a Rakath move and get a vial to
Absolutely.
gather some of this in for further research.
I remember this strategy. It doesn't work most of the time.
Put it in a barrel.
Yeah, I'll just say to Amelia,
Size of barrel, though.
this is truly unlike anything I have ever laid eyes upon before.
So I'm gonna read out loud the journal piece that
Okay.
I covered from this book, so Father Theo can see what I've learned. I have arrived at my laboratory, the beta subject ready to conduct experiments. I am reminded to leave the alpha subject at my home, but the alpha subject has grown to the size where removing it from the foundation seems impossible unless...
I thought that was the one we read last week.
No, this is the new one, right, 5?
I thought
6
5 was one.
Remember.
6 is
Is
the new one.
6 is the new one? My apologies.
I might be able to show it to you. I can asterisk. I can with an asterisk. Go ahead. Feel free to read
Alright, so
6.
it's number 6.
Yeah.
The results of the experiment have been curious and unexpected. The test subjects have been injected with the same samples collected from the beta subject. Metamorphosis was immediately present. Transformation begun at the site of any wounds, injuries, or scars upon the subject and have grown rapidly over time. I have taken the liberty of performing interviews with those who remained lucid. Despite not injecting samples into the brain, all subjects commented on seeing and hearing what could best be described as phantasms. I believe this is the effect continued hive mind of the alpha subject previously witnessed. Okay. So that kid is very dead.
Most certainly, I do not like this situation one bit. I just reach into my coat and pull out a flask and just drink a little bit. I'm gonna offer it to Amelia.
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
It has certainly been a day.
Alright.
All right.
Through the rest of the books.
I will cut
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Time.
Help.
I will cut back to the Elethrin boys.
24 hours later.
Cookie is too polite to say that you are no help at all. After traveling with her through many of these different places and looking up things, even questions she asks that would be very useful to you to know the answer to is like, well, how is this name spelled? You're like, well, we did have it written down, but I don't have that paper anymore. Like, that kind of thing. You basically shadow her for the whole day. Well, the rest of the day. It was already quite late. As she looks around.
I would have given her the name of the kid as well.
Yeah,
So
that doesn't
you
help
would
in
have
any
that
way.
information. Alright. Was worth asking.
Because it's just one person and a lot of records.
Yeah.
No, that thought gone. By the end of the night, she's just like, well, this is gonna take a lot more looking. That was what I was gonna say. She occasionally basically just flashes, not badge, but her license at guards and is let into these archives. But a lot of people seem to know her anyway. Well, I can, if I find out an address for this Utherim gentleman, send that address to Amelia's detective agency. I know quite intimately where it is.
Yes, that works quite well.
This might take me some time. time, effort, energy, maybe even some gold.
That's good to know.
Oh, she's
Oh,
1 gold.
Holds her hand. Just 1 gold coin put into her hand. The smile doesn't leave the face, but the eyes die. And she like brushes her hair back. And she has little like stump horns. It's like, well, best of luck with Amelia then. I'll keep looking.
thank you. And let us know what you find. I mean, obviously, we'll do what we can to help, but is there anything we can do to help?
You cannot help me in any way.
It's turned to Cade. I do have one idea. I
Oh.
can try looking for the person we met. I think I can focus on trying to find her hat.
Okay.
Just question it. Just okay.
Yeah,
I'm going
all
to
right.
now
I
cast
mean,
locate object.
I mean, as long as you're...
Please? You can't sense it.
Damn it.
Too far away.
Any luck?
Maybe tomorrow. Too far away.
Oh. You didn't really go anywhere or look at anything.
What's the time? How do you tell the time in these places?
Oh.
They're designed so that you cannot tell the time. So that
Ah.
they can have you working down here for 78 hours on end, usually.
Oh, do people not have internal body clocks here?
They teach that out of you.
Oh. They taught that into me on ship, because you have to have your rotations down and you can't necessarily rely on the weather to tell you that. It's interesting that they would teach that out of you. It's a very useful skill. Anyways, good luck.
And y'all can go to bed,
how can
or
we
you going to
contact
go
you?
back? Oh, she kind of like waves her hands like, I'll contact you. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Let us know if you incur any costs as well, and we'll talk to Amelia about that, or you can talk to Amelia about that. I'm sure you two can work something out. You know each other, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye. It was nice meeting you, by the way. You are absolutely delightful.
Like she keeps trying to leave the conversation and like go to bed, and you keep like increasing it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you rest free. You're gonna go to Amelia. Gonna go to your home.
I mean, we should report back, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably best.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Amelia.
Bow up. It is very late by the time these two get back. I don't even know if y'all would still be around. Theo at least probably would because he's by the fireplace.
I'm probably like leaning back on a chair, asleep, with a book on my face.
Caden was told he can open the door, so he's gonna open the door.
Yeah. An alarm will go off when you open the door, which will wake us up.
Ah! I thought I was allowed to come in.
You're allowed
Well,
to
that
come
was
in.
interesting.
Oh,
I just wanted to know when you guys got in.
oh, all right. Well, come on in, Ronan. And Caden's gonna close the door behind them and then just say, "So we met someone who knows you, Amelia."
Oh, at the college? Of Conjuration?
Yeah, but she was she said it she what was the word she said?
Abjuration.
Abjuration.
Okay.
Her name was
Seems
Cookie.
nice.
Do I know Cookie?
Yeah, Cookie is like someone who learned at the same time as you, who has always been very nice to you. Never, but you would never have been like friends or anything, or work together or anything. Just you know each other because you're so far around. The meta knowledge that Amelia may have picked up on, that's kind of up to you, is that she dislikes the favoritism that Amelia has had due to her. I can't think of the best way to describe, but the person who basically raised you into college. Which of course you wouldn't say is favoritism. You still have a hard life. But
The sludge.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
it's really sludgy now.
She is looking for the records in the archives.
What was the name of the
for-
person we met with?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because we could have used that.
I don't think we ever got the name of the person we met with.
Yeah,
That
that
would
was
To be
Very
very honest with
useful.
you, I did not write that down, so I don't think.
You
I
didn't.
don't
You
think
just
that person's
straight up
named.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
we probably should have gotten that. It made it very hard to
Yes.
re-see the person.
I mean, the guard was very nice and let us
Oh, good.
walk
Right.
through and then led us to. Well, yeah, I mean, I told him we just needed to follow up on the meeting we had yesterday, and they were very fine with that.
Then he led us to Cookie.
Yes, then he led us to Cookie, who was very nice and is currently looking through around 1,000 record rooms apparently for the name. Anyway, she's doing us quite a favor, I think. We paid her 1 gold, so I feel like that's probably good. But she may ask for more. We'll see.
I'm sure she will.
All right.
We've been pouring into these books and looking into these creatures, and I'll share the journal page that I was able to recover. This has been kind of like glued together.
Exactly.
Oh, you fixed it.
I
That's
did.
good.
I wish it was better news, though. It does seem like they were experimenting on people, and they were
good.
transformed in some way.
That's
So
pretty much what we expected at this point, isn't it?
it is.
Yes, but it's unfortunate to have it confirmed.
Well, it means the child is unfortunately very likely dead.
Hmm.
Um,
If it's all the same to you two, if you don't mind, I would prefer to have you stay here for the night rather than going to your own accommodations. Mostly because I left that letter trying to probe out an attack. So,
yeah,
Yeah, that's
sure.
fair.
Yeah, no problem.
so we can make something comfy.
Okay. Well, I mean, all I need is a few floorboards.
I'll
But
take a corner.
Stand in the corner. Just
He
turns
like
off.
crosses his arm.
and then leans back.
There you go.
That
Just-
energy.
So, actually, Amelia, I was hoping I could speak with you for a moment, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
I noticed that when I was fighting some of those creatures, my blows seemed to just glance right off, and it wasn't due to their hide. I'm used to thick hides, and that's not necessarily an issue most of the time. It almost seemed like it was being... I don't know. I don't really understand what was happening, but it was being blocked somehow. But
Some
not
creatures
by their
have
flesh.
innate protection against non-magical weaponry.
You said a lot of large words there that I don't necessarily understand.
You
Protection
need
I got.
magic to damage magic creatures, right?
Oh, okay. So I need to make weapons magical?
That is the optimal solution, and we can work towards that. It is rather expensive. There are
Oh.
cheaper solutions in the short term. Certain things can be effective against different creatures. Silver, iron.
I mean, they're already made of iron at this point.
So silver.
Silver. Okay. Do you know where I could get... I mean, would you put silver onto weapons, or would you buy new weapons? I don't really want to buy new weapons. I like these weapons. Used to these weapons.
Ollie, is silver like plating on weapons possible?
Yeah, would Amelia know the specifics of how to silver a weapon?
No.
You just know you've seen people deliver a weapon to a smith, and
Yeah, we can talk
Shrug
to a
away.
weaponsmith about that.
All right. Do you know
funny enough, the College of Transmutation will probably know most.
I don't
If-
think it would be terribly expensive now.
Okay.
No, probably not much more expensive than a standard weapon would be.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe tomorrow I could look into that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd like to be as effective as possible, since that's
Right.
kind of my job here. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go sleep on the floor now. He just does. He just goes and he just lays down on the floor.
He just goes. He walks in a little circle for a bit and just lays.
So we have a couple of like really comfy armchairs, and then there's the bed upstairs that Theodora has been sleeping in, and then there's the tiny hut that I've been sleeping in.
Yeah.
He's on the floor.
I'm on the floor.
Ronan is
at this point,
legitimately
yeah.
in a corner, just sitting
Yeah.
into the corner. And
We have chairs, guys.
They are beyond it.
To be fair, used to sleep on the deck of a ship. Wooden floorboards are actually a little bit more comfortable in most cases.
Okay, but you know what's most comfortable? Going on break and not having your stream break. We're gonna be back in a moment, in like a few minutes. Bada bing, bada boom.